You're getting ready for your 10 weeks?
Alicia is 46, a former paralegal. Now she's a stay-at-home mom who loves her 13-year-old son.
Need to finish reading?
Her husband of 21 years.
It says 50 Shades of Grey.
Reading erotic novels and watching porn.
I have porn and erotica here.
Call it a mommy porn revolution. A wave of steamy, sexy, some would say raunchy romance novels and films sweeping suburbia. And something else. Much of it's made by women, for women.
Now you say back to work, you little
Back to work, you little
Who say it's all about what women want.
What our audience wants to see is a passionate love scene that's filled with chemistry and sensuality.
You know, you taking your hand and just running it down her arm or his.
Angie Roundtree is the creator and owner of Shush.com, a New England-based website dedicated to steamy featurettes and more. And she says the demand keeps growing.
They want to relate to the characters, and it's like the romance novel come to life.
Which means today there's more dialogue than veteran porn star Jeannie is used to.
Well, they're putting my name on checks.
My lawyers?
My lawyers are looking into it.
But how will we prove it?
How will we prove it?
The finished product, called Ellington, is a kind of X-rated modern Cinderella story. It feels like a cross between a date movie and the kind of tapes teenage boys hide in their closets. About 40 minutes of romantic plotting and a 10-minute scene of fairly hardcore porn. But is what they're doing really liberating women? Or isn't it just degrading them? Like, well, porn.
I believe porn can be degrading, yes. This hasn't been a degrading experience at all. In fact, it's actually been a pleasure to work with people that are like-minded of the performers that they hire.
It's about romance and it's about love. There's nothing degrading about that. I think it's very respectful to women.
Brandy, she didn't want us to use her last name, wrote the script for the film.
Different people have different interpretations of what's degrading. I don't think sex is degrading. I think sex is fun.
What do women want? Something even Hollywood couldn't figure out in the movie What Women Want.
What do women want?
And in TV shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where even Candy is trying to answer that question with her own line of sex toys for women.
Very much needed.
Sold at stores like the Pleasure Chest in Los Angeles.
And I'm thinking, this is not mom, but you're saying, oh yes it is.
Oh, I think it definitely is mom. During the day, we have the mothers who are dropping their kids off at school and then coming back and getting the products they're going to have for the evening or the weekends.
What is it that women want?
Everything.
We met with Alicia and a bunch of other unabashed mothers.
What are some of the common misconceptions people have about erotica?
They think it's so extreme. They think they're gonna get lit on fire,
Chained up and bound and gagged and
Scarred.
twisted and
and it just doesn't
not
happen.
true. Only if you want to.
That's true.
Only if you want to.
Shades has sold more than 250,000 copies so far, with movie rights going for a reported 5 million. The book is filled with taboo subjects like bondage, dominance, and submission. And author E.L. James is unapologetic. She tells 2020 anchor Elizabeth Vargas she's happy bringing sex into the mainstream.
Well, it's a love story. You know, people who fall in love have a lot of sex, don't they? Well, I seem to remember that's what happened.
I think women all over the country will be reading parts out loud to their significant other and saying, let's do this, let's try it.
And what the popularity of porn for women really seems to come down to, for many women, is something men don't always seek. A desire for closeness and intimacy, whether the women are in charge or choosing to let their partners take the reins. And the husbands we ran into seem to feel they're benefiting from all this.
I had this man come in the other day and he was like, I've been with my wife for 20 years. I had sex 3 times this week and I have not done that in a very long time. So,
You'd let me spank you like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
You want to try?
I do.
Alicia says what she learns from her erotic books and mommy porn, she applies to her marriage. And her husband doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
How hard can I spank you?
No, I don't know. Let's just try it.
So after 21 years of marriage, your sex life is better now than it was
It's
right
awesome.
after you got married.
And I'm looking forward for the next 25 years.
They say a good sex life makes for a happier home, for women and their partners. Updating the old adage, happy wife, happy life.
We have real chemistry, we have real intimacy, there's lots of romance, It's not all about the sex. There's a reason for the sex, and because women are in a position of power. That's it.
It's not for everyone, but as more women explore these once hidden precincts, perhaps men won't complain the next time their partner wants to bring a book to bed.
All right, so you're all set.
For Nightline, I'm Abby Boudreau in Los Angeles.